Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into the world of personalized services.
Oh, yeah.
Like how tech could be made to kind of fit our digital lives,
Mm-hmm.
like a custom-made suit.
That is a really hot topic with
Yeah.
research right now.
We are going to be looking at this paper,
Oh, yeah.
published just last month.
It's enhancing personalized service development with virtual agents and upcycling techniques.
Catchy title.
Yeah. And what I think is really fascinating is they didn't just, write a theoretical paper.
Right.
They actually built
Oh, wow.
and tested a system.
So that's what we're talking about today
Yeah.
to see if we can figure out how it works.
Right.
So this deep dive is all about how this system
Okay.
bridges the gap between what we want from technology and
Yeah.
what developers can actually make.
I think one of the big things that the research highlights is how diverse our digital lives are these days.
Right.
We're using so many different devices,
Yeah.
and they all have different needs.
And different expectations.
Yeah, and expectations.
Like if you think about how your smart home would be set up,
Right.
if you're like an athlete
Uh-huh.
versus someone who's retired.
Completely different.
Yeah, totally.
Totally different.
So developing all those super specific services
I know.
for every single person's scenario,
Yeah.
it would be really expensive
Oh, yeah.
and really hard to do.
Yeah, how would you even...
Right.
Yeah, so how do they...
Yeah, so how did they even approach this?
Well, they've been working with a system
Okay.
that uses virtual agents,
I see.
VAs,
Sees?
like AI chatbots,
Okay.
to try to understand user needs better.
So the chatbots are figuring out
Yeah, they're trying to figure out...
what we need.
Yeah, and they're using
Interesting.
that classic 6W1H framework
Oh.
to analyze needs.
Like who, what, when, where, why, how.
Exactly.
Like the journalist's toolkit.
Yeah, exactly.
But haven't we seen this before?
You're right.
Like systems that try to understand user needs?
Yeah, you have...
What makes this one different?
Well, the previous systems,
Okay.
they were really limited to understanding needs that were related to things that already existed.
Oh,
You could only request,
Hmm?
like
Yeah.
variations of the same things.
Yeah.
But this research is tackling a way bigger hurdle,
Like what?
capturing needs for services that haven't even been invented yet,
Oh,
right?
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like trying to describe a color you've never seen.
I know. How do you even start?
So their breakthrough was using large language models,
SLM.
LLMs,
Okay.
the tech behind AI, like ChatGPT,
Right.
to analyze what users express.
So it can,
Yeah, so it can actually generate like the concept
whoa,
for a new service.
like it's coming up with the ideas.
Yes, like having an AI brainstorming partner
I love that.
to like invent solutions you didn't even know you needed.
So we've got the idea.
Okay,
Now, how do we actually make the thing?
right, because building new services from scratch,
Is a lot.
it's huge.
Right.
It's a huge undertaking.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
They introduced the concept of software upcycling.
Oh, I like that already.
Yeah, it's like, I'm intrigued.
taking vintage clothing
Mm-hmm.
and turning it into something new and stylish.
Okay, upcycling, I'm in.
Right.
Tell me more.
So they developed a system called Succeed.
Succeed.
Yeah, it's a database
Oh,
with past software projects.
Okay.
Designs,
Yeah.
code,
Uh-huh. All the good stuff.
all the good stuff. Yeah, like a Spotify
Kind
for
of.
software development.
Yeah, you can input.
Like, okay, I need this.
Yeah, I need these things. And it'll recommend
Oh, cool.
pre-built components.
That's awesome.
So you're not starting from scratch.
I see. That's so smart.
And thanks to LLMs,
Okay.
Succeed can even find those upcycling cases
Uh-huh.
based on keywords extracted from your needs.
So you don't even have to know
Yeah, you just say what you want.
what the keywords are.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And they tested it out.
And
It worked.
really,
Yeah.
do you have like an example?
Yeah, they describe a case where someone wanted help keeping a diary.
Oh, okay.
The system identified keywords like diary,
Hmm.
continue,
Okay.
and diary management service,
Interesting.
and recommended an upcycling case for generating diary entries through like voice dialogue and facial recognition.
That's amazing.
Right.
Like it understands.
Right, it gets it.
Yeah, it gets it.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
So developers get detailed user needs,
Okay.
a potential service description,
Uh-huh.
and relevant building blocks
Wow.
to get started.
It's like it's doing all the work.
Pretty much.
But this all depends on whether it actually gets
Right.
what we need.
Yeah, how do we move past
Yeah.
just like understanding what we say
Right.
to what we actually need?
Yes, and that's what we're going to get into in part 2.
So we've been talking about how AI could help create personalized digital services.
Yeah, and even like anticipating needs for services that don't even exist yet.
Right, exactly.
It's wild.
It is pretty wild.
I think
Yeah.
it's super exciting.
Yeah.
We were talking about how like capturing these unspoken needs
Right.
could totally revolutionize the way we interact with technology.
It really could.
And this research that we're looking at,
Yeah.
it mainly focused on using speech,
Oh,
like
yeah.
talking to a virtual agent to try and uncover those needs.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, aren't there other ways
Oh, yeah.
to
Go.
figure this stuff out?
Well, speech is just one way.
Right.
Think about all the other data
Oh, yeah.
that we're leaving behind.
Like our browsing history.
Yeah.
Our calendars.
Our calendars,
smart home data.
all of that could be super useful.
Yeah. It's like all those digital actions are
Yeah.
speaking louder than words.
Totally.
You know, they're like revealing preferences
Right.
and patterns that we might not even realize we have.
Exactly. Like, imagine if the system saw that on your calendar.
Okay.
You're always scheduling these, like, coffee catch-ups.
Yeah.
It could suggest a service that automatically finds, like, the best cafes
Oh, that'd be amazing.
based on your meeting location.
Yeah.
And, like, you know what you like in a cafe
And what the other person likes.
and the other people. Yeah.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Right.
Or what if it sees that I'm like
Yeah.
always struggling to find parking?
Oh, yeah. I hate that.
I know.
Think in my neighborhood.
I know, it's the worst.
What if it was like, hey, there's this service that helps you reserve parking spots?
That would be a lifesaver. Oh my God.
And think about smart homes.
Okay.
Like, if you're always adjusting the thermostat,
Yeah.
the system could be like, hey, I noticed you do that a lot.
Yeah.
What if we get you a service that just learns your preferences
Oh,
and it'll adjust the temperature automatically?
that would be amazing.
Right.
It's like having a personal assistant
Yeah,
who knows me better than I know myself.
exactly. But, I mean, that also brings up some privacy questions,
Of course.
right? Like, it's cool to have personalized services,
Yeah.
but you don't want to feel like you're being watched all the time.
Right. Like Big Brother.
Exactly.
Yeah. How much control do we actually want to give up?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I want my technology to be helpful,
Uh-huh.
but I don't want to live in some sci-fi dystopia.
I know.
Right.
That's a tough one.
It is, so transparency is going to be super important.
Yeah.
And user control, like, we need to be able to choose what data we share
Right.
and how it's used.
And like opt out.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like giving someone a key to your digital house.
I like that.
Right. You want to know who's coming in?
Yeah. And what they're doing.
Yeah, and what they're up to.
Yeah.
It's a tough balance.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a super important conversation to have.
Mhm.
So this research focused on speech.
Right.
But this type of technology,
Yeah.
it could go way beyond that.
Totally.
As our lives get more and more intertwined with tech,
Yeah.
we're just generating more and more data,
Right.
right? And if that data is used responsibly,
Yeah.
it could open up so many possibilities.
It's mind-blowing. But it's not all sunshine and roses.
right.
What are some of the challenges
Yeah, what are the potential pitfalls?
that we need to be aware of?
Yeah, like as this technology evolves.
We'll delve into that in part 3.
Okay, sounds good.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been exploring this amazing world of personalized services.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey.
It really has, from AI chatbots that can like anticipate our needs to software upcycling.
It's wild.
It's wild, but like with
Yeah.
any powerful tool,
Yeah,
there are some potential pitfalls, right?
definitely.
What are some of the challenges that we should keep in mind as this technology keeps developing?
One concern I have is like the filter bubble effect.
Oh, right.
We've seen that with social media algorithms already,
Yeah,
where you only see content that already agrees with your beliefs.
totally.
So it kind of limits your exposure
Hmm.
to different perspectives.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing could happen.
With personalized services.
Yeah, if a system's only recommending stuff based on your past behavior,
Mm-hmm.
you might miss out on new experiences.
Yeah, like it's like only eating your favorite food.
Exactly.
It's safe,
Yeah, it's comfortable.
but you might be missing out on some amazing culinary adventures.
You never know what you're going to like.
Exactly. So how can we like make sure that these services are broadening our horizons?
Right. So I think human curation is really important.
Okay.
Even with these amazing algorithms,
Yeah.
we need a little bit of surprise,
Right.
a little bit of serendipity
Okay.
built into these systems.
So like we need those recommendations from friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
Except,
that
like,
trusted source.
yeah, like those suggestions that you wouldn't have thought of yourself.
Right. Totally.
So personalized services should try to do that.
Yeah. I love that, like a blend of AI and human curation.
Right.
Like finding the right balance.
Yeah,
It's so important.
it is.
What about accessibility?
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, how do we make sure that everyone can use these
No, no,
services?
not just people who are good with tech.
Or have the latest gadgets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Designers really need to make these things easy to use
Okay.
for everyone.
For all ages.
Yeah, all ages.
All backgrounds.
All backgrounds.
We don't want to create a digital divide
Right.
where only some people benefit.
Exactly.
Everyone should have access to this stuff.
Absolutely.
It's about like democratizing these tools.
Yeah, giving everyone the power
Yeah.
to use them.
And we can't forget about data privacy,
Oh, that's crucial.
right? With so much personal information being collected and analyzed, we have to protect it.
Yeah, strong security is a must
Okay.
to protect against hacking, data breaches, all that stuff.
We need to be demanding transparency
Yeah.
from these companies who are
Gladly.
offering these services.
Yeah, we need to know what data they're collecting.
Right, and how they're using it. Yeah.
Exactly. And who has access to it?
It's about control. Yes, control and transparency are key. Yeah, it's about making sure that technology serves us,
Right.
not the other way around.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what's the main takeaway?
The future of personalized services is super exciting.
Yeah.
It has so much potential.
Yeah.
You know, AI can anticipate our needs, simplify our lives, connect us to new experiences,
Yeah.
but we need to be cautious.
Of course.
We have to acknowledge those ethical implications,
Right.
and the potential challenge.
Here, talk about them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We need to have those open discussions
Right.
and demand responsible development
Right.
so that technology empowers us without, compromising our values.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's been such a cool journey
It-
as exploring this new territory.
I've loved it.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time, stay curious.
Yeah.
Keep learning.
Keep learning.
And always question the implications of technology.